Schultz, senior defensive lineman. Coach, special kid at linebacker as well. We've got a story coming up here on Dexter, a Florida native, big part of that UNI defense.
Well, Deshaun, is how he's grown here is tremendous. He's the leader of this football team. He's the quiet leader. Every man on this team respects him and listens to him. And Deshaun, how he plays the game is why he has the respect that he has, because he plays so hard. He's got speed, he's got tenacity, he's got all the qualities you look for. He's just not a vocal guy, but I tell you what, he's a special player.
And that work ethic comes from the family too.
His family it's a unique story, as you're going to tell, and for them to drive up from Florida for every home football game during the football season, you got a 24-hour ride, and they don't miss a game. They make sure they work all week, put in the overtime, so they can get off on Friday and get up here and watch him play.
All right, it's all for this young man, senior linebacker Deshaun Dexter.
A senior linebacker from Orlando, Florida, number 30 Deshaun Dexter has become one of the fiercest defenders in the MVFC. At just 5 feet 9 inches, 205 pounds, he may seem undersized, but his speed and his determination are matched by no one.
Dexter's a great player. He just goes all out every play in practice, games. Until that whistle blows, he's flying around. He's got a great motor on him. He just goes hard every play.
If you really watch him, he never stops running. It's not moving, he never stops running, and it's contagious. He's probably pound for pound the most physical kid we have.
Deshaun won't take a single snap for granted in this last season. From his outside linebacker position, he's one of UNI's top tacklers. He's a solid run stopper and shows his versatility and his ability to cover receivers in the passing game.
I feel like my strength is out on the outside, getting to deal with those slot receivers, get my hands on them, and making plays in the run play, coming up and hitting people. That's what I like to do.
He does a good job reading things, number one, but the thing that I love about Deshaun is he's one of the best tacklers we have. So if he does see something pop, he knows what angle to attack it at, and he does a really good job of wrapping up and getting guys on the ground for us.
While Deshaun is upholding the tradition of a strong UNI football defense, he's also been named one of 4 captains. It's the result of a total buy-in to the Panther football family, something that seems special to Deshaun right from the beginning.
I came on my visit and it felt like home. And coming from Orlando, man, it's hot, I came here, it's kind of cold. I was like, well, at least they got a dome, But then I met the coaching staff, and it was just like love at first sight. They came in, and it wasn't only about football for them, and then it was more about me as a person. And since I've been here, I've grown so much as a person and as a man.
Deshaun's growth as a player and a person can be attributed to his coaches, but they'll point at the great examples he has at home. His parents, Sydney and Charlene, drive from Orlando, Florida to Cedar Falls for every home game and make most of the away games. They too have bought into the family that's helped Deshaun become what he is today.
Deshaun and the UNI football family are on the road for one more this Saturday at Western Illinois before he'll celebrate Senior Day November 19th. There's no doubt Mom and Dad will make it up for his last game. When we return, a preview of the Western Illinois game with head coach Mark Farley and a recap of the UNI soccer season.